was just a bunch of mismatches. So we'll go over that later, you guys. I know you didn't watch.
No, I didn't. And I'm
No,
actually going to go.
nobody did.
I'm
No,
actually
I'm
going to
talking
go a
about
step
the world.
further than that. The biggest news of the week, and everybody's wondering about this, and I'll get your feedback on it, is Floyd Mayweather's back in the gym training.
Yeah, I know. And you see who he's talking about a lot? Sounds like he wants Triple G, Lee.
You know what? He's smart.
Of course he is. What the... Triple G looks so one-dimensional against Saul Alvarez. Are you serious? This kid would do dance circles around.
Now, do
Triple
they
G.
have a definite fight? I know that the WBA, WBC, and everybody else has said the fight's for real, but do we actually have a signed contract for Cinco de Mayo?
Well, no, yes, it was in the first contract between the two says that the rematch has to happen.
Because
right?
if I'm Triple G and you're showing me money, $100 million to fight Floyd Mayweather wins.
I think Floyd waits for the rematch.
Why
and then
would you do
take
that?
The soft,
You
because
steal the fight.
He would take Canelo too. Look, if Canelo beats Triple G in the rematch, everyone's going to have Saul Alvarez as the best fighter in the middleweight division. That is the perfect time for Mayweather to take that title away from him and become an all-time great himself. He would become the Sugar Ray Leonard of our era if he comes back and defeats the middleweight king off of retirement. That's in front of him. It's either guy. It's either guy, because now Triple G doesn't look like the Triple G of 5 years ago, obviously. His last 3 fights have all shown a decline. And then you have Canelo, who, you know what, Lee, he looks good, but a lot of him still looks the same as 4 years ago when he fought Floyd. And I think Floyd's looking at Canelo like, I don't really see a difference. I'm still faster than him. I'm still a better boxer than him. So yeah, well, Canelo might squeeze out a round or two more. I think it's still an 8-4 fight in the favor of Floyd Mayweather. Canelo's not a pressure fighter. He is a boxer. He downplays to his opponents so much. I don't think Floyd's scared of him even today.
I don't think he is either, but I don't know if Floyd's actually looking... Like, I don't know how much of this is just him looking for... I mean, he made a lot of money in that last fight. A lot of money. I mean, a lot of money, Andrew.
And I will tell you, Lee, someone did watch the fight in the cruiserweight. Let me give you a quick update on what I got.
How hard did you have to look for that update?
No, this is from a text message from a cousin of mine who was watching. While I was watching HBO, he was watching the cruiserweight tournament, and this is what he told me.
Okay.
Harry Russian cruiserweight beat up some dipshit. Okay, it's over. He knocked him out.
What a play-by-play. Are you going to give a nod to your cousin
That's
for
the
that?
cousin Jeremiah. I'm impressed he's watching it, Lee. I told him.
Does he listen to this show?
Yes, he does. Of course.
Jeremiah,
he was listening.
dude, come on. Language, Jeremiah. Language. By the way, thank you for listening to the show. How do you listen to such a racially biased show as this is beyond me.
I put, what channel are you watching? Because I didn't know what channel this cruiserweight fight was on. He told me it was on the Audience Network.
Yeah, I know what the Audience Network is, but I don't think I get it.
He put, I'm not sure what the hell it is.
Wow.
Okay, that's it.
There you
That's
go.
all I got. That's your cruiserweight tournament update.
That's his whole feedback on it.
Yep, Harry Russian. Oh,
Harry
okay,
Russian.
he knocked him out.
That sounds like the complete definition of the Super 8 tournament all by itself. Really sad. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, sir. I got 3 bets starting right now. Saints, Steelers, Titans. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Well, it's 10 o'clock here on the West Coast, which means we have to go watch football because we care more about that than whatever the hell. All right, football or HBO boxing last night? What would take the priority?
Football. I'm telling you, HBO sort of looked like an ESPN schedule.
It was an ESPN card.
Right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the only thing that saved it is that they stacked it up with Eddie Hearn's stuff from during the day.
And the main event, the contender showed up. Machado was not, he looked like a deserving number one contender, and then he won the title. That's what saved this telecast. The first two fights, right? That's all I said about them. In and out, my kids weren't interested at all. They really weren't. The Andrade Boo Boo, I mean, come on, he knocks him down in round. He knocks him down in round.
I can't get
one.
over the Boo Boo thing. I got to be brutally honest.
And for 11 rounds, you got Letterman going, he's just scared. He's scared. He literally said that about Fox the entire fight. That's not entertainment. Sorry.
I'm with you. So what's the food like for today, Andrew?
I give it up to them girls in the Bellator. They put on an entertaining fight.
The Hardy Bellator was entertaining last night. Friday night.
The Hardy girl took a defeat last night. Pro boxer. Took a defeat in the MMA from a hell of a kick, Lee. But you know what? It was still, that other girl was no grappler. She was a striker herself, and to me, she had better technique in the striking than the pro boxer did. So I don't know if Hardy was a little overhyped coming in at a 20-0 with no title in the women's boxing, no world championship, or if this other girl's that good of a striker in whatever background of fighting Williams, wherever she comes from. But what a hell of a fight. I mean, talk about both of them were throwing punches, throwing kicks. The one girl, her nose is broken in 2 places. Excellent fight. So, yeah, Hardy took a defeat. And then another former pro boxer. But Lee, let me tell you, she really never had her foot in the actual pro boxing circuit. Is the Anna Jolton. She really, or I didn't even know if that's how you say her last name. She's a Filipino American who really got big behind the Manny Pacquiao run. You remember when Manny Pacquiao was on fire? Mm-hmm. Well, around anyone who's Filipino at this time is on fire too, right? You just touch Manny and you got a little bit of exposure. And that's what they did with this girl, Anna. I believe she carried a record of 14-3-2 with only 2 knockouts in her boxing career. Never a world champ. She hasn't done too good in the MMA. She's now sitting at 3-2. My advice, I think, for these women boxers, and I'll try to get out of here, Lee. My advice to these women boxers that are trying to transition over to the MMA world, you should do it a little bit more like the McGregor style. Let's start talking shit about some of their best fighters so you get the one big payday and then you get out. I don't really know if the MMA really wants these many strikers, boxers, to be transitioning over into the MMA and actually having success. So that would be my advice to them. Don't look for a career. Look for a payday. Let's start challenging the MMA's champions to get in the cage and give us a payday that qualifies, like Hardy. Lee, I really think her team did her a disjustice by putting her in Bellator when she was an undefeated pro boxer. Why didn't they take the 20-0 record all the way to the championship? We've seen it done in the MMA before, so these are things that they need to work on going farther. But I know what happened. We all seen Holly Holmes transition over, knock out the Mike Tyson of the MMA, and so every girl thought she could do it. It seems you better take that back just a little as everyone's getting defeats now in the MMA world. So that's how I got, Lee.
Nice job. You did great. That'll do it. That was a good job, Andrew. You actually did a full recap. I like that. You were right there. We appreciate all of you listening. Please subscribe. I've heard some horrifying things about iHeartRadio having spaces and gaps in some of the shows.
Yes. Yeah.
You've heard that too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just type in FightNet Radio, and I'm going to redirect it back to our original landing page so you guys don't have any more issues. So if you're listening to this, type in FightNet Radio and subscribe on... I'm going to put it back to our Spreaker page, I guess, for now. Just type in FightNet Radio. You guys should sign up on iTunes or on your Androids on any of those, but hey, whatever. I'll make it as easy as possible. So just type in FightNet Radio. I'll redirect it back at our Spreaker page. Hopefully iHeartRadio will get their collective crap together sometime in the near future. We are recording and submitting complete shows. I know because Andrew listens to them, and he would tell me if they're screwed up. So it's just that simple. We appreciate all of you listening. Please support LasVegasDiscount.net and help support this show that you so gratefully enjoy, I guess. I guess you guys enjoy the show. I don't. Andrew's cousin does, so you can too. Big shout out to Andrew's family for continuing to support our show. They appreciate that. Is there anybody, you should get feedback from them. I feel like we should have comments from Andrew's family segments.
They usually save it for barbecues, family gatherings.
Yeah, but you never bring me back reports. Like, I would love to know
well,
what they absolutely think about me. Do they think that I'm just...
They all get you now. They all get you now.
How long did it take?
It took probably until this year, I would say, when our numbers started going up. I think a lot more people are getting it now. You know what I'm saying, Lee? Between all of that, you break stories and you give very good predictions. You got to look past just the jokes sometimes. I know why you say it, but they're listening.
But here's the thing, Andrew. No other show has humor.
I know.
They're just angry. They're like angry boxing guys.
Or they're trying to be way too professional, right?
They're one or the other. Yeah. They're like all the way at one end, and they're just like way over the top, angry, bitter. What the fuck's up with that shit? Yeah, okay, I get that. That's fun.
Andre Ward is not one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Yeah, I get all that. I get that. Okay, or you go to the other end of the spectrum where you're doing analysis and everybody sounds like they swallowed a Jim Lampley. I want to listen to, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I want to at least laugh, okay? If you're going to give me stuff to listen to, amuse me. Let me know who you are. I don't want to think that you're a couple of thugs sitting on a couch in somebody's basement getting high and talking boxing. I guess that's fun.
That's fine with me.
I guess that's a show. It might work for Andrew, but Andrew tries to listen to the other shows, and currently Andrew can't get through anybody's show.
No, sir.
He's tried them all, by the way, and I appreciate all of those shows that follow us and listen to us for their ideas, but maybe 3 angry guys, you want to tone it down to just 1 angry guy, 1 funny guy, one straight guy. I've always had a straight guy. Always. There's trying some level of straight. Andrew, fortunately, gets belligerent every other show, so I get angry guy out of him. And if he's been drinking or partying while watching the fight, sorry, that's just golden audio in my universe. Because that's what you guys all sound... Andrew sounds like every guy who's watching a fight, like in the moment. You've already invested, you picked your fighter, you're like completely invested in that fighter, even if the dude lost definitively. Doesn't matter what the scorecards say. Well, yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. I love that stuff. Love it. Love it when Andrew goes off the deep end.
It's a very good week.
Tell me again how great Canelo is over Triple G.
I'm just saying, Lee. Hey, I'm glad the Mayweather's backed me up. You know how many times I've killed the conversation with Floyd Sr. only giving him 3 rounds? I'm just saying, now Floyd might want to fight him, you guys. I'm telling you, it's not because he looked dangerous that night. We all know Floyd picks his fighters extreme caution, right? He knows when to strike. It might be Triple G's time to get Floyd.
I'm with you.
Yep.
That'll do it. Got an hour and 15 minutes of audio gold. Remember, there's a betting show that comes out every Wednesday. All you got to do is type in Fight Net Radio. I'll redirect it back at the Spreaker page until I'm told that iHeartRadio collectively has their crap together again. I hope we've cut down the amount of cussing for Andrew's family so it's more acceptable and they can listen to it in the car. I don't know if people want longer shows or shorter shows. I mean, this length of show seems to be the most popular length. It's not like our old days of doing 2 or 3 hours. I don't know if that still works.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like where we have it right now.
All right, so what game are you watching this morning?
Like I said, I got Steelers, Titans, Saints on my card, so I'll be monitoring all three of those games.